Commentary YouTubers have no idea what it is to work a normal job, let alone put on a whole event.
My life's falling apart.
Fuck you, Donald Trump!
Ian keeps me on a leash, okay? And I'm okay with that because I need to be on a leash.
Now, Idubbbz has announced that Creator Clash 3 is happening, and I'm returning just as this is coming back. It lines up perfectly. You see, me disappearing for 10 months was actually a part of my master plan. In reality, it's just not really fun to be covering Idubbbz consistently the way I was in 2023 throughout the past year. Even towards the tail ends of my streams, completely A-logging Idubbbz, it just got boring.
Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring!
Even after all of my time away, Anissa is still posting her booty cheeks online.
I wanted to quit OF like so early on, and Ian was like, no, you promised 2 years at least. I'm gonna make you stick to it. And I did, and I mean, I still do it, so. Can I say that?
The most recent video that I've covered from him was the Cartnarks Idubbbz Complains videos, where he complains about another YouTuber doing content wrong, almost like he was doing a content cop. But no, content cops were funny. This is him just morally grandstanding, saying this is not the right way to do content. Because if anybody has a moral high horse, it is Idubbbz. All of his videos within the past year have been either pale imitations of himself or pale imitations of H Bomber Guy. Idubbbz had the worst performance in his own video when he collaborated with the cold ones, being Max Mofo and Chad, Anything for Views, which, if you remember the lore, he was deeply entwined with back in 2015-2016. Yes, they reunited for a video and a podcast on the cold ones, and Idubbbz just looked like he was disassociating. Even for his new fans, this just looks off. Where did the energy go in this? Did Idubbbz just lose it all on his flight on the way to Australia? Just remember, Idubbbz missed out on Max Mofo's wedding when Joji of all people could attend. But for this video, he's able to fly back to Australia. So it seems to be that the big Idubbbz strategy for 2024, after shedding his skin of his problematic past, has been literally just throwing anything at the wall and see what sticks. Posting literal slop. Starting a podcast that gets maybe 4,000 views a podcast. Yes, Idubbbz started a podcast with his wife and named it She Ruined My Career. What was the logic going into that? Look at this set. Why does it look like that? Why are there tube socks on the microphone arms? Is this some elite audio technique that I don't even know about? That Joe Rogan doesn't even know about? That every generic podcast clip that you see on Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, they don't even know about? Oh yeah, also on the podcast channel, they tried doing some Game Grumps Oni Plays sort of knockoff, and they stopped after only 3 series after 2 months. Like, there's only Plants vs. Zombies, Baldur's Gate 3, and then Portal, and that's it. Oh, don't forget that the Jimmy Neutron video game, they were really trying, but unfortunately, they have the personality of a walnut. If you've watched any of these podcasts, you didn't. Straight up, you lied, okay? You had to use 1.25 times speed at least. Don't you try to tell me that you have watched an entire episode of She Ruined My Career, because I had a vested interest in watching even the most boring Idubbbz content, and I couldn't make it through it. So if I couldn't, and I couldn't even get any content out of the over 60 podcast episodes that they've done, then frankly, I don't believe you. I'm sorry, this is way too boring. I couldn't even make content out of this. The only entertaining part is when Anissa said that everybody thought she was autistic back in school.
And Ian kind of knows this, like, I used to, without knowing, I would draw furry art and shit when I was younger, and I was like always I thought it was very cool, but people were so fucking weird about it that like it was something that I was like, I can't even, like, I'm the weird one.
And that was in the 18th episode 11 months ago when they had Your Movie Sucks on, which I've been told is into bestiality. I haven't looked into it because I am too scared on what I'll find on this guy. And if you're wondering who's been this third guy throughout the entire B-roll footage, his name is Uncle Dane. He's the producer, and for some reason, he has a channel that's covering Team Fortress 2 and is way more successful than Idubbbz is currently. Like, what do these people have on Uncle Dane for for them to have him as a like extra on their podcast. It's genuinely baffling that this podcast has gone on for as long as it has. Like, I just picked a random episode throughout the entire catalog just to use as B-roll footage, and I see Idubbbz is just on his phone during the podcast. Like, didn't somebody on the whatever podcast get yelled at for being on her phone?
Did you forget the pre-show instructions that Nick went over about not being on your phone?
He doesn't even respect his own podcast. This is his podcast that he co-hosts, and he's on his phone. So after that divergence into the podcasting channel, let's look at Idubbbz's great return to Bad Unboxing. Mind you, it has been 5 years since the previous Bad Unboxing. Do you know how long 5 years ago was? 5 years ago was 2020. Well, when the video was posted, it was 2019. But still, just by saying that, I'm feeling very old. So can you guess that this video, this big return to Bad Unboxing, just might not be funny? Well, you guessed right, because it's not funny. It's not even entertaining to hate watch.
Testing. I'm using a proper mic now. Last time I was using the onboard mic on the camera and y'all fucking freaked out in the comments.
7 million subscribers, by the way. I think the most interesting part about this video is the new rules and regulations that you have to go through before you're able to send Idubbbz a package. Yes, first of all, you must join the Idubbbz Discord server to read the rules on how to join packages. I have not joined the Idubbbz Discord server, and I assumed if I did, I would be immediately banned. Just know that if you plan on sending anything to Idubbbz to open on video, that it will have to go through Anissa first. Yes, somebody that he knows will have to approve what you send before it appears on video, which kind of ruins the entire point of a Bad Unboxing, because if there's rules and regulations for what can appear on video, then it's not going to be all that shocking to when he actually does open it. Even if Idubbbz did find something super offensive that couldn't be shown on YouTube, that's what having a Patreon is for, which Idubbbz does have for his podcast channel. Does it not seem like a missed opportunity to have a paywall version that's probably more edgy, that has deleted scenes because the items that were sent were just too grotesque for YouTube? That is such an amazing idea. Unfortunately, Idubbbz nor does anyone around him have any business sense. Why else do you think they keep a podcast around that barely gets 5K viewers per episode? Remember, this is Idubbbz we're talking about, with 7 million subscribers, and his podcasts can't even crack 7,000 views. Even when they were talking about the election, they weren't even getting 7,000 views. Maybe it wasn't Anissa that ruined Ian's career, because look at these titles. Does this make you want to click on it? Why is Bad Unboxing in lowercase with 3 dots at the end? Literally all you had to put was Bad Unboxing Returns, and that would have gotten at least 200k more viewers than that. That is only assuming that people still care about Idubbbz after 5 years without a Bad Unboxing. Why is his Your Body My Birth Vessel? Why is that all lowercase? Why are only these 2 videos lowercase? With World's War, he's just switching back and forth. There's no rhyme or reason to these titles at all. Oh yeah, Idubbbz made a video about abortion, by the way, and he made the video after the election for some reason. Who knows? Maybe if Idubbbz released this video before the election, Kamala Harris would have won. But no, Ian. We're stuck with Donald Trump because of you, Ian. You lazy chud.
You stupid fucking chud! You fucking chud!
Idubbbz is so slow at making any content at all that his video about politics literally had to wait until after the election. Oh yeah, and by the way, the Your Body My Birth Vessel, which is obviously kind of a play on the Your Body My Choice, which was a play on words on a phrase that Nick Fuentes kind of popularized recently, and by recently I mean November, right after the election, which by the way, that was a meme way before Nick Fuentes kind of popularized it. Yeah, he doesn't even mention Nick Fuentes in the video at all, which seems really weird considering there's a lot of material to go after Nick for.
If you want to know the truth, I think not going to the gym, that's the least gay thing that I do, to tell you the truth.
But no, he chooses Charlie Kirk. Even Jimmy Kimmel called Nick Fuentes gay as a joke back when the Kanye West controversy happened.
I got a question. If I say something that's provocative towards the Mossad, is that misogynistic? Hold on, let's hear from that. Hey, I'm the head of the Mossad. I'm gonna kill you and take the children away from you. Thanks a lot, Netton. Back to you, Alex.
This video would have been way funnier if he went after Nick instead of Charlie Kirk, because who cares about Charlie Kirk? Nick Fuentes, he has a lot of inflammatory statements that you can easily make a mockery out of. I'm not talking about his genuine political positions. I'm talking about like how he literally thinks going to the gym is gay. Having a wife is gay. He literally said having a wife is gay.
Dating women is gay. Having sex with women is gay. And having sex with men is gay. And you know, it's all gay.
Which, to be fair, looking at Ian and how he turned out after he got married, maybe Nick was right on that case. Missed opportunity aside, it is clearly trying to rip off H Bomber Guy. Not successfully. Not that I care for H Bomber Guy at all, but it's very clear where his inspiration lies. And frankly, it is working out better for him. He tried to do the whole nice guy shtick, trying to be completely unproblematic, but obviously that wasn't working out for him. The less controversial his videos got, the less views that he got. I mean, just look at this mango video. It only has 185k views. But then you complain about waffle system. Oh yeah, now it's going up. You talk about transgenders in the Olympics. Oh yeah, that's way up for Idubbbz. And of course, you talk about abortion to stoke the flames. Oh, your views are going way up. So instead of Idubbbz completely bowing out of controversial positions at all, like we thought he was during the whole Thanos fidget toy video era, he decided to pivot into being offensive to the people that he considers lapsed fans. He wants to be as repellent to the chuds as he can to foster his new audience of Hassan Piker fans. When is Idubbbz putting on the maid outfit? And if you suspect that Idubbbz will actually have a point of clarity at all in this video and actually demonstrate that he knows the topic that he's talking about, oh no, he doesn't. He just goes into logical fallacies, double speak. He even had a weird Freudian slip saying that women know what they're doing when they're having an abortion.
All of these women know what abortion is. They're not fucking confused by it. They know that it's killing the baby.
But for a different argument, he'll completely sidestep the issue of life beginning at conception. As if this video couldn't get any soy-coded enough, he literally plays Banjo-Kazooie music under Charlie Kirk speaking. You might be wondering what I mean by that. What I mean by that is that Banjo-Kazooie sucks, and if you think it's not hot dog shit, you should actually go play it instead of getting your opinions from millennial YouTubers who grew up with it. To put the cherry on top, Idubbbz makes a false equivalency between dropping off an older family member into a nursing home and euthanizing your child.
He's being very manipulative by saying that women are doing this out of convenience, because you would never use that word for other difficult life choices. If you put your elderly father in a home because you have 4 kids you have to take care of and a wife that relies on you, no one's going to say that you did that out of convenience. They're going to say, oh yeah, I can understand. That's a lot of people to take care of, and one additional person, you know, would make it a lot harder.
Maybe Ian Joma should have studied some more praxis before debating such a contentious topic such as this. After that video release, you might have thought maybe Idubbbz is turning a new cheek. Maybe he'll be super serious and talk about politics with a lighthearted tone. Basically, H Bomber Guy at home, because it has been over a year since he's uploaded anything. But no, his first video of 2025, it's literally just called Pickle, Pickle, Pickle Goose. What am I supposed to get out of a title such as this?
Fuck. What the hell? My life's falling apart. I don't even think that was worth it. That wasn't interesting. That's not gonna blow anyone's mind. They're just gonna say, yeah, you were hanging from the ceiling, you dipshit.
Yeah, that exactly sums up my thoughts on this video, and we're only like 10 seconds in. Don't worry, my sweet summer child. I won't subject you to anything more of this video. If you want to help support my comeback, go to thedragonstreasure.com/manic and use code manic for 10% off your anime branded tea, coffee, and soap. After a year, I still got it. New year, new me. Manic 2025, year of me. I must say, it's nice to be back.